In the bustling city of Los Angeles, where dreams shimmer like the golden sun and shadows hide the scars of ambition, a story unfolds on Dio Real Stories. Today, I invite you to step into a world where success walks hand in hand with solitude, where the brilliance of youth meets the weight of responsibility. At the heart of this narrative stands Angel Rivera, a young prodigy in medicine who, at barely 18, has defied expectations by donning a white coat at St. Tane Grace Hospital. The city around her buzzes with energy and aspiration, yet she finds herself isolated amidst millions. As Angel meticulously reviews her notes under the warm glow of the California sun, the sprawling urban landscape seems to whisper promises of both success and heartache. It is in this metropolis of endless possibility that every smile hides a secret, every triumph conceals a sacrifice, and every encounter leaves an indelible mark on the soul. The narrative is painted with hues of hope and tinged with melancholy, creating a tapestry of emotions that resonates long after the moment has passed. I guide you through the winding streets of Los Angeles and the inner corridors of a heart determined yet vulnerable, setting the stage for what will become a tale of love, betrayal, and self-discovery. With each measured step, this story promises to take us on a journey where fleeting moments and lasting scars intermingle. As the sun sets over the horizon, so does the innocence of first encounters, hinting at the storm that brews beneath calm exteriors. This is not merely a recount of events, but an exploration of the delicate balance between dreams and reality in one of the world's most vibrant cities. Every detail whispers a secret truth, inviting our hearts to learn and feel profoundly. Within this intricate backdrop, three lives come together in unexpected ways, each carrying a weight of secret desires and hidden wounds. Angel Rivera, the examined prodigy, emerges not only as a symbol of youthful brilliance, but also as a soul yearning for connection. Despite the accolades and the admiration that often surround a young doctor, Angel feels the cold isolation of endless nights filled with quiet sacrifices. Her careful strides through hospital corridors mirror an inner determination to rise above every challenge. Yet within her eyes, one can glimpse the fear of losing herself amidst overwhelming responsibilities. In contrast stands Peter Coleman, a confident yet conflicted bank manager whose polished demeanor and impeccable style mask a turbulent inner world. At 23, he appears as the embodiment of sophistication, his sleek navy suit and subtle charm captivating those he encounters, while behind his warm smile lies the burden of divided loyalties. And then there is Emily Price, gentle and composed, who, despite her external grace, carries the quiet pain of an unfulfilled destiny. Emily represents the safety of a well-planned life, a life marked by the expectations of a loving family and a secure future that Peter once promised. Their worlds converge in the sterile brilliance of a hospital, where science and fate intertwine, each character's path destined to cross with the others in ways that defy reason. As I recount their intertwined journeys on Dio Real Stories, the contrasts in their lives become ever more apparent. The brilliance of youth meets the caution of established plans, and the spontaneity of a stolen moment threatens to unravel the fragile order of carefully constructed lives. In this delicate balance of hope and regret, each heartbeat runs counter to the rhythm of predetermined destiny, inviting us to witness the unfolding drama with empathy and insight. This vivid portrayal of intersecting lives draws us into a world that is both familiar and enigmatic, where personal struggles are interwoven with larger forces of fate. Every emotion, every secret, and every quiet moment adds depth to the canvas of their existence, creating a truly unforgettable narrative. Amid the calm routine of the hospital, fate intervenes in a subtle but striking manner. On a seemingly ordinary day, as Angel diligently checks her notes and maneuvers around busy corridors, a momentous incident unfolds. Peter, who had arrived at the hospital not as a patient, but to deliver insights on financial health, inadvertently leaves behind more than just his polished appearance. In a fleeting encounter near the entrance, as Angel passes by, Peter's papers slip from his grasp, scattering across the pristine floors. In that charged moment, as Angel bends down to gather the scattered documents, their hands brush briefly. The contact, soft and unexpected, shines with an intensity that belies the simplicity of the act. Though silent, the touch speaks volumes about the potential of a connection overlooked by the seemingly routine nature of the day. Every detail, from the careful tilt of Angel's head as she focuses on the task at hand to Peter's surprised glimmer as he watches her, becomes a silent prelude to something deeper. That brief interaction ignites a spark, planting the seed of intrigue in both hearts. The slow, deliberate pace of the day seems to pause, and for a moment, the chaotic hospital environment fades into the background. In this small but significant incident, the lives of Angel and Peter begin an inevitable intertwining. This single moment, captured in the quiet confines of the hospital, beckons the start of a journey marked by unexpected intimacy and profound realizations. It is a simple act that holds the promise of unraveling a complex tapestry of emotions and events, setting the stage for a future filled with both passion and challenge. In the gentle stillness after the encounter, the weight of destiny presses softly, whispering that nothing is ever just coincidence. A new chapter begins now. Following the spark of that brief encounter, the lives of Angel and Peter slowly begin to shift in unexpected directions. In the days that follow, their paths cross repeatedly within the hospital's labyrinthine corridors and quiet waiting rooms. Angel finds herself increasingly aware of Peter's presence, the fleeting glances that speak of unspoken secrets, and a growing, tentative warmth. Amid the pragmatic atmosphere of hospital life, moments with Peter take on an almost surreal quality, as if each meeting is orchestrated by fate. Their first intentional interaction unfolds over a simple coffee break near the hospital's modest cafe. Peter's discussion of financial strategies and the pressures of a high-stakes career intermingles with Angel's reflections on long nights spent in the operating room, creating an unexpected bond that transcends the professional. In those shared moments, laughter and soft smiles replace the usual formality, painting a scene of quiet intimacy against the backdrop of the bustling institution. As their meetings become more frequent, Angel's internal world is awakened by feelings both exhilarating and confusing. Each careful gesture, every unsaid word, subtly hints at a deepening connection that threatens to blur the boundaries between duty and desire. Meanwhile, Peter's well-maintained exterior begins to crack under the weight of his divided loyalties. The excitement of Angel's presence, so vibrant and unpretentious, clashes with the demands imposed upon him. Amid the sterile corridors and whispered conversations, the charged energy of their encounters becomes more pronounced, hinting at the possibility of an unforeseen future. This gradual transformation in both their lives is marked not by dramatic declarations, but by quiet, persistent moments. A shared glance in a crowded room, a gentle touch as they pass by, and the silent promise of something more than surface interactions. Slowly, ever so gently, the tapestry of their intertwined fates is woven, marking the beginning of what seems to be an inevitable and profound romance that carries with it the bittersweet undertones of what is to come. As the delicate dance of newfound intimacy unfolds, the veneer of perfection begins to crumble, revealing hidden truths that neither Angel nor Peter had anticipated. Amid the turning tides of an evolving relationship, Angel gradually begins to notice subtle inconsistencies in Peter's behavior. The warm smiles and gentle touches are sometimes shadowed by moments of evasiveness and a reluctance to display affection openly. Over time, a series of disquieting revelations starts to form an uninvited mosaic of betrayal. A fateful evening exposes the truth when Angel, driven by a rising tide of suspicion, discreetly follows Peter after a brief outing from the hospital. With a heart burdened by both hope and apprehension, she observes him pull up to a modest residential building in a quiet neighborhood, a place that did not belong on the map of their seemingly shared world. There, in a tender yet heartbreaking scene, Peter is seen sharing a soft, intimate kiss with a familiar woman whose gentle presence hints at a past concealed in every smile. The realization crashes over Angel like a tidal wave of sorrow and anger. In that instant, the once cherished moments are soaked in the bitter taste of deceit. The hospital corridors, once filled with quiet promises, now seem charged with unspoken accusations as Angel grapples with the painful truth. Rather than confronting Peter immediately, she chooses to document the unfolding reality in silence. Determined to reclaim control over her fractured world, She secretly records the evidence of this double life during a solitary road trip with Peter, capturing every whispered secret and every act of passion that had been overshadowed by lies. In that dark hour of revelation, the seed of revenge is planted alongside a lingering, sorrowful love. A love that, despite its initial glow, now carries the weight of betrayal and heartbreak. In that moment, the future seems shrouded in uncertainty, and every heartbeat echoes the painful rhythm of broken promises and unfulfilled dreams. This grim awareness transforms the night into a canvas of raw emotions, where every tear and every sigh holds the weight of a love vibrant, now tarnished. With the bitter truth now laid bare, Angel's heart hardens into a resolve forged from pain and betrayal. Determined to reclaim her sense of control, she embarks on a secret quest that blurs the line between justice and revenge. On a crisp Saturday afternoon, Angel proposes a road trip with Peter, a seemingly innocent escape meant to rekindle faded warmth. As they drive along the winding coastal roads towards Malibu, the car becomes a silent confessional of hidden truths and unspoken emotions. With every mile, Angel gathers not only memories of sunlit beaches and shared laughter, but also covert evidence of Peter's duplicity. In the quiet intimacy of that journey, she unlocks his phone, steers through the labyrinth of his hidden messages, and captures screenshots that reveal a world where promises are broken and loyalty is fractured. Each piece of evidence is meticulously stored away in her heart and on her device, an arsenal against a love that has turned treacherous. Yet in this pursuit of retribution, Angel finds herself ensnared by conflicting emotions. A delicate thread of the love she once harbored for Peter persists, its glow dimmed but not entirely extinguished. This internal conflict adds layers of complexity to her resolve. Every act of secret recording is both an assertion of self-worth and a painful reminder of what she might have lost. Meanwhile, the ripple effects of her silent rebellion begin to touch Peter's world in unexpected ways. Emily, forced to confront the stark reality of betrayal, senses a shift in the delicate balance of her own life. In the shadowed moments of isolation, the quiet message sent from an anonymous account to Emily becomes the spark that ignites her determination to fight for her own dignity. As both women navigate this tumultuous terrain of secrets and lies, the stage is set for a collision of emotions, where every whispered word and every silent gesture carries the weight of impending consequence. The undercurrents of revenge and regret intertwine, leaving a trail of shattered illusions in their wake. Dark clouds of destiny gather, foretelling the final turning point with relentless force. As the storm of revelations reaches its breaking point, the fragile equilibrium between love and betrayal shatters in a final, heart-wrenching confrontation. In the quiet darkness of a rain-soaked night, the weight of all hidden truths settles over Peter like an unbearable burden. Angel, whose heart has been both inflamed by passion and scarred by deceit, stands resolute, embodying a blend of sorrow, anger, and a melancholic acceptance. In a moment suspended in time, the evidence of Peter's double life materializes as a symbol of irrevocable betrayal. Surrounded by the echo of falling raindrops and the dim glow of streetlights, Angel presents Peter with a ring box, a tangible reminder of promises broken and dreams lost. In that charged silence, every heartbeat and every breath become a testament to what once was and what can never be again. The confrontation is not marked by raised voices or dramatic outbursts, but by a profound, sorrowful understanding. Peter, overcome by the gravity of his duplicity, kneels in regret and pleading remorse, his soul laid bare before the woman who once believed in him. As the rain washes away the remnants of their shared past, the echoes of their love dissolve into the night. In the days that follow, the aftermath of that fateful confrontation reshapes their worlds. Emily, having faced her own silent battles, retreats into the shadows of what might have been, while Peter embarks on a lonely journey in search of redemption and perhaps self-forgiveness. The finality of that silent exchange marks the end of a chapter too laden with memories and the beginning of an uncertain future. In the interplay of storm and silence, the broken pieces of love scatter, leaving behind only a quiet void where passion once burned. Thus, hearts accept the inevitable end gracefully, with silent resignation. In the soft glow of a new day, where the scars of yesterday are slowly healing, the echoes of a once passionate love linger in the quiet corners of life. Angel, now grown and seasoned by the trials of her early accomplishments and heartbreaking betrayals, moves forward with a calm determination that only time can bestow. Her figure, both resolute and gentle, becomes a symbol of rebirth, a reminder that even in the aftermath of betrayal, growth is possible and life continues. Peter's journey, marked by regret and solitude, continues in parallel yet separate pathways. Though the flame of their shared past still flickers in distant memories, it no longer holds the power to draw them together. In a silent hospital corridor, a chance encounter stirs lingering emotions, but both have learned that love, when marred by deceit, can only survive as a bittersweet echo in the chambers of the heart. Emily, too, finds her own way, embracing the quiet strength that arises from her own trials. As the narrative draws to a close, the intertwining tales of these lives remind us that every ending holds the seed of a new beginning. With reflective grace and silent acceptance, the story leaves behind a gentle message that even as love fades, the lessons it imparts endure, guiding us towards a future defined not by past mistakes, but by the promise of tomorrow. In these reflective moments, the promise of healing and renewal shines brightly, inspiring hearts to move forward toward endless hope always.